What if I told you that some places on Earth look like they belong to another world? Places where rivers boil, waterfalls look like blood, and mountains hide secrets older than history. These places are real, and scientists are still trying to explain them. Today, we're exploring the 7 most mysterious places on Earth. And trust me, each one will blow your mind. So stay till the end, because the mysteries only get crazier from here. Imagine a place that looks like an island floating in the sky, hidden inside clouds. A place so strange that it feels unreal the moment you see it. Deep in Venezuela, there is a massive mountain called Mount Roraima. But this is not an ordinary mountain. Unlike most mountains with sharp peaks, Mount Roraima has a perfectly flat top, like someone sliced it clean with a giant knife. It rises about 2,810 meters high, standing tall above the surrounding jungle. What makes it even more mysterious is its age. Scientists believe this mountain is over 2 billion years old, making it one of the oldest land formations on Earth. For millions of years, it was completely isolated from the rest of the world. No humans, no contact, just nature doing its own thing. When explorers finally reached the top in the late 1800s, they were shocked. The top of the mountain looked like another planet. Thick fog, strange rock shapes, and waterfalls falling straight from the clouds. Some of the world's tallest waterfalls start from here. But the biggest mystery lies in the life found on top. Researchers discovered plants and animals that exist nowhere else on Earth. Around 50+ species are found only on this mountain. They evolved alone, cut off from the world for millions of years. Some people even believe Mount Roraima inspired stories like The Lost World. And once you see it, you'll understand why. But trust me, the next place on our list is even stranger and far more dangerous. Now imagine standing in front of 3 lakes, right next to each other. Same location, same weather, but each lake has a different color. And the strangest part? These colors don't stay the same. On Flores Island in Indonesia, there's a place called Kelimutu National Park. At the top of this volcanic area are 3 mysterious lakes, known as the tricolored lakes of Kelimutu. One lake can be blue, another green, and the third red, or even black. But here's where it gets creepy. These lakes change their colors on their own, sometimes once a year, sometimes several times in a year. Blue turns white, green turns brown, red turns dark black. And even after all these changes, no 2 lakes have ever been the same color at the same time. Scientists believe there is an active volcano underneath these lakes. Gases coming from the volcano mix with minerals in the water, causing chemical reactions. These reactions slowly change the lake colors. Still, this explanation doesn't answer everything. Why do they change at different speeds? Why don't the colors ever match? Local people believe the lakes hold the souls of the dead, and the color shows their mood. Peaceful souls, angry souls, and lost souls. Each lake has its own meaning. Science has answers, but not all of them. And wait till you hear about the next place. A river so hot that falling into it means instant death fire. Imagine a river where the water is so hot that it can boil you alive. Not a myth, not a movie, a real river. Deep inside the Amazon rainforest in Peru, there is a river called Shunitimpishka, also known as the Boiling River. This river stretches for several kilometers, and its water temperature reaches 90 to 100 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to cook anything that falls inside it. If a bird or animal accidentally drops into this river, it doesn't stand a chance. The heat literally cooks it alive within seconds. For many years, people believed this river was just a legend told by locals. But in 2011, a Peruvian scientist named Andres Rizzo decided to find the truth. What he discovered shocked the world. The river was real and dangerously hot. The biggest mystery is why it's so hot. Normally, boiling water comes from nearby volcanoes. But here's the twist. There is no active volcano within 400 miles of this river. Local tribes believe a giant serpent spirit called Yakamama heats the river from below. Scientists, on the other hand, believe rainwater seeps deep underground through cracks in the earth, gets heated by geothermal energy, and then flows back up into the river. Even today, researchers are still studying it. But if you think a boiling river is scary, wait until the next place. A forest where every tree bends in the same strange way evergreen tree dizzy face. In most parts of the world, trees grow straight up toward the sky. But in Poland, there is a forest where the trees seem to defy nature itself. This place is called the Crooked Forest. Inside it, you'll find more than 400 pine trees that all bend sharply near the ground, at almost a 90-degree angle. After bending, the trees suddenly curve back upward and continue growing straight. What makes this even stranger is that every tree bends in the same direction. No one knows for sure why this happened. Some people believe a heavy snowfall crushed the young trees decades ago, forcing them to grow this way. Others say it could be a strange gravitational effect in the area. But the most popular theory is that humans shaped the trees on purpose. According to this idea, farmers bent the trees while they were young to create curved wood for boats, furniture, or tools. But before the trees were cut, World War II began, and the forest was abandoned. The trees kept growing, frozen in their twisted shape. Still, no written records exist to confirm this. Standing inside the crooked forest feels unsettling, like nature followed rules that only this place understands. And trust me, the next place is even more disturbing. A village where people suddenly fall asleep for days, and sometimes don't even remember their own lives. Imagine walking down the street, talking to someone, and suddenly, you fall asleep. Not for minutes, not for hours, but for days. In Kazakhstan, there is a small village called Kalachi, also known as the Sleeping City. In 2013, something terrifying started happening here. People began falling asleep without warning, while working, eating, or even walking. Some villagers slept for 2 to 6 days straight. When they finally woke up, they felt confused, weak, and had no memory of what happened. Some even reported strange dreams and hallucinations. At first, doctors were completely confused. They checked the food, the water, even suspected a virus, but everything came back normal. The mystery only grew as more and more people were affected, including children. For nearly 2 years, no one had a clear answer. Finally, in 2015, scientists discovered the shocking truth. Near the village was an abandoned uranium mine from Soviet times. This mine was releasing radon gas, which increased carbon monoxide levels in the air and reduced oxygen. Because of this, villagers were slowly being poisoned, causing extreme sleep, memory loss, and confusion. Once people were relocated, the sleeping sickness stopped, but the thought still chills the spine. What if they hadn't found the reason? And now, get ready for the next place. A waterfall where it looks like blood is flowing instead of water, drop of blood snowflake. Picture a frozen land where everything is white and silent. Now imagine a waterfall flowing bright red, like blood pouring out of ice. In Antarctica, there is a shocking sight called Blood Falls. It flows from the Taylor Glacier, and when explorers first saw it in 1911, they were horrified. Many believed it was actual blood coming from inside the ice. For years, no one understood how this was possible, especially because the temperature here drops to minus 17 degrees Celsius or even lower. So the first mystery was simple. Why doesn't this water freeze? Scientists later discovered something incredible. Beneath the glacier lies a hidden subglacial lake filled with water that is 3 times saltier than seawater. Salt lowers the freezing point, which is why the water stays liquid even in extreme cold. But what about the blood red color? The water contains a high amount of iron. When it comes out of the glacier and meets oxygen in the air, the iron reacts and turns into iron oxide, basically rust. Just like iron rusts and turns red, the water does the same. Even today, blood falls help scientists study life in extreme conditions and even gives clues about possible life on other planets. And now, we're coming to the final place. But there's a twist. This last topic will be different from what you expect, and it's burning nonstop fire. Imagine a place where ships disappear without warning, planes lose contact, and even modern technology fails for no clear reason. No monsters, no movie tricks, just silence. This place is called the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is a large area in the Atlantic Ocean, roughly between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. For decades, this place has terrified sailors and pilots. Many ships entered this area and were never seen again. Some planes vanished from radar without sending any distress signal. One of the most famous cases happened in 1945 when 5 U.S. Navy planes flew into the Bermuda Triangle during a training mission. They suddenly lost communication and disappeared. Even the rescue planes sent to find them vanished too. So what's really happening here? Some people believe the area has strong magnetic fields that confuse compasses and navigation systems. Others think sudden storms, giant waves, or underwater methane gas explosions could pull ships down instantly. And then there are the wild theories. Time portals, alien activity, a lost ancient city under the ocean. Scientists say many incidents can be explained, but not all of them. Even today, ships and planes passing through this region report navigation errors they can't fully explain. Coincidence or something more? And with that mystery, we've reached the end. So these were the 7 most mysterious places on Earth, real locations that still leave us with more questions than answers. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because more mind-blowing mysteries are coming very soon. See you in the next video.